Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new here, my name is Khushbu and welcome to Cycle of Plant. Right here I have my beautiful marble queen pothos and it's growing really well, but there is one thing that is driving me nuts and I wanted to show you guys, so let's dive in. As you can see, it's badly infected with mealybugs. This little pest sucked the sap out of the plant, causing it to wilt and eventually die. As we are talking, and you can see that many of the mealybugs have fallen on this table and they are crawling. Mealybugs are the most common problem for houseplants. They can spread quickly if not treated on time. Getting rid of the mealybug is like going on a war, because I have already treated my plant in the past with alcohol and I changed the soil and I tried everything that I could, but still mealybugs keep on coming back. I'm still debating about what to do with this pothos. By looking at this plant, I feel like I don't even want to touch it and I don't want to propagate it, but I really love this plant and I do want to give it a last try to save this plant, and let's go ahead. Before we continue, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so you will get a notification whenever I post a new YouTube video. First thing first, whenever you are treating your plant, make sure that you are wearing the gloves. So now I'm going to wear my gloves right here. Second, always use a clean pruner. The best practice is whenever you are done cutting your plants or propagating your plants, make sure you clean your pruner and then keep it away. I'm going to use this plant mat by Plant Mat, and I'm just going to keep all of my cuttings in here because I don't want these mealybugs to crawl on my table. So first I'm just going to cut one vine right here to show you guys how I propagate my plant. So let me take a better one actually. Okay, I'm going to cut this one. Okay, now I'm going to give you a closer look on how I propagate this. To propagate your plant, first you have to find a node, which is the point where you see the aerial root and a leaf is coming out. So this is a node, this is a node, this is a node, and you get the idea. So now I'm just going to make a cut between two nodes. So let's say right here, I'm just going to cut right over here, and then same thing over here, over here, over here. You get the idea now. You will see there's so many vines that doesn't have any leaf on it, but you can also propagate this, and I will show you how to propagate this in the end. This vine is all twisted, so I'm just going to let this one be. I don't want to cut it. This one is also twisted. Some of the vines, I know I'm just going to trash it. As you can see, there are many leaves. They started to yellowing. You can see, as soon as I touched it, it just came out. And there's so many mealybugs on it. Let me show you guys. I have picked up a few yellow leaves and they are badly infected by mealybugs. Look at this. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these few vines, and then other ones I'm just going to let it go because it's just too much. This one looks good. It doesn't have that many. Let's see if I can take it out. Oh yes. Look at this small little plant. It's cute. It does have a mealybug, but just a few. So I'm just going to keep it on the side. And I'm making a mess right now. Okay, this one has so many mealybugs. I don't even want to propagate this one. I'm just going to throw it. I'll give you guys a closer look. See, look at these mealybugs on the newest leaf. So many. Look at this node. Oh my god. I'm just going to throw this away. I don't want to keep it. So think about it, just this little leaf, it's already started to browning, but how it will survive with this many mealybugs on it. I have had so many pests on my plants, but these mealybugs, they are the worst from all of them. Look at this small little cute leaf. It's so cute. I'm just going to throw this side as well because it may contain some eggs of these mealybugs and I don't want that. So I'm just going to discard this side as well. For now, I'm just gently pulling out these small plants. I'm trying my best to do it. This one looks good too. Let me see. Okay. I think it's also too pounded. Okay, this is hard. So I'm just going to cut some roots. There you go. I think that is it. I'm not going to bother touching anything else. I'm going to discard this. Now I'm just going to keep this pot on the side and clean up a little bit. I have one container over here and I'm just gonna pour in some water. I'm going to wash these cuttings with just water right now. Rub it gently. I'm not going to wash everything right now, but I'm just going to wash these few cuttings. I'm just going to discard this water because it has mealybugs, of course. So I'm going to discard it and I will be back. I'm going to treat these cuttings with alcohol and water mixture. So I'm using this rubbing alcohol. Now I'm going to take 1 part of the alcohol and then 4 parts of water. The alcohol and water mixture is ready, and simply I'm going to submerge this cutting one by one in this mixture, and I'm going to rub the leaves like this, and I'm going to set this on a side. If you don't want to do it this way, then you can just make a big batch of mixture and then keep all the cuttings in that container for like few minutes, let it sit, and then you can take it out. I have cleaned all my cuttings. I'm going to place them in this container with water. Like this. Make sure the nodes are submerged in water. Like this. We'll isolate these cuttings for a few days just to be sure that the mealybugs are gone. But if I do see them, then I will just treat my cuttings again until they are gone. I'll check the root growth progress, and once the roots are 2 to 3 inches long, then I will transfer this cutting into the soil. If you are not following me on Instagram, please do follow because I will be sharing the updates on my Instagram stories. Now I'm going to show you how I propagate nodes without leaves in a sphagnum moss. This is the vine I was talking about. It doesn't have any leaves, but it just have aerial roots on it. So like I said previously, you make a cut between two nodes like this. You just keep on doing it. You might lose a few nodes, but that is fine. Now the nodes are ready. You will need a container. You can use a takeout container, that is totally fine. For the moss, I am using this premium grade orchid moss, and this is the best moss I have found. If you are looking to buy a moss for your moss bowl or to propagate a plant, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Before using your moss, make sure you soak them in water for like 5 to 10 minutes. And you don't need a wet moss, you need a moist moss. So make sure you squeeze out all the excess water as hard as you can, like this. And keep this moss in this container like this. I'm going to keep this on the side. Now take your cutting and place them on the moss like this. Make sure the root is touching the moss. So I'm just going to place all the cuttings like this. I have kept some of the cuttings like this because the nodes are very close to each other. So I'm just going to leave them as it is. So this is ready. I'm going to make some hole in this lid because it does need some air circulation. So I have this incense right here, and I'm just going to light it. If you don't want to do it this way, you can just take one nail and do the same thing. This many holes are fine, but whenever you are dealing with fire, make sure you don't burn yourself. The easiest way to make a hole is to use a drill machine, but if you don't have it handy, then you can use this. Now I'm just going to close this, and it's ready. I'm going to keep this box where it gets indirect bright light and where it's little warm, and hopefully I'll see new growth in few weeks. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I will be sharing all the updates on my stories. Okay guys, that's it for today, and I hope you find this video helpful. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.